Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're going to be focusing on pulling out some interesting facts and insights from a recent Premier League match.
Yeah.
Think of it as your cheat sheet to understanding what went down.
And what a match it was. We're looking at Nottingham Forest's 3-1 away win against Leicester City,
Okay.
their rivals.
Okay.
It's a result that shakes things up in the Premier League standings, with Forest now climbing to 5th place.
All right, so right off the bat, we have a big win for Forest.
Yeah.
But you mentioned this was against their rivals.
Yeah.
What's the story there?
This wasn't just any match.
Right.
It was the East Midlands Derby.
Okay.
These two clubs have a rivalry that goes back over a century.
Wow.
So when they face off, it's about way more than just the points on the table.
So bragging rights were definitely on the line.
Oh, absolutely.
And it sounds like Forest earned them in a pretty decisive way.
Yeah.
But let's break down how they got there. Any standout performances that led to this victory?
Absolutely. Chris Wood, Forest striker, had an exceptional game, scoring 2 of their 3 goals.
2 goals in a derby match? That's got to be a huge confidence boost.
Huge.
Both for him and the team.
Yeah, it certainly is.
Yeah.
He's currently in red-hot form, sitting second in the Premier League's top scorer chart with 7 goals this season,
Wow.
only trailing behind Erling Haaland.
Wow. Only behind Haaland.
Yeah.
That puts his performance into perspective. To be competing at that level is seriously impressive.
It is. And there's another layer to this.
Okay.
With those 2 goals, Wood is now joint second on Forest's all-time Premier League top scorer list.
Really?
He's now tied with Stan Collymore at 22 goals.
Wow.
With only Brian Roy ahead of him with 24.
So he's making history for Forest while simultaneously chasing down one of the best strikers in the world.
Absolutely.
That's quite a story.
And what's even more interesting is Wood's mindset.
Okay.
He's hungry for more, aiming to keep pushing and scoring,
Good.
not just for personal glory, but to drive Forest further up the table.
I love that impression is contagious.
Yeah.
It can really lift a team's performance.
Absolutely.
But it's not just about individual players.
Right.
You've got to have the right tactics in place, too.
You're right. And that's where Nuno Espirito Santo, Forest's manager, comes in.
Okay.
He's implemented a tactical approach that seems to be working wonders,
Yeah.
particularly for a player like Wood.
Okay, let's dive into the tactics then.
Yeah.
What's Nuno doing differently, and how is it benefiting Wood specifically?
One of the key changes Nuno has brought is a focus on getting the ball into the box and flooding the penalty area.
Yeah.
This plays perfectly into Wood's strengths as a traditional center forward.
So Nuno's tactics are essentially giving Wood more opportunities to do what he does best.
Yeah.
Get on the end of crosses and use his aerial ability to score goals.
Exactly.
Right.
It's a classic case of a manager recognizing a player's strengths and building a system to maximize their impact.
Yeah.
And the results speak for themselves.
Right.
But it wasn't all plain sailing for Forest, was it?
From what I've gathered, there were some tense moments in the match, especially in the first half.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
The game started with a bang.
Okay.
Ryan Yates, playing in his 150th league appearance for Forest,
Wow.
scored a fantastic long-range goal in the 16th minute.
That's a great way to mark a milestone. But it sounds like Leicester didn't just roll over after that.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Just 7 minutes later, Jamie Vardy, a true Premier League legend, equalized for Leicester, converting a cross from Harry Winks.
So an early goal for both sides.
Yeah.
The match must have been incredibly intense at that point.
It was a real back-and-forth affair with both teams pushing for the lead.
Right.
But then something truly spectacular happened.
Oh, this is where it gets interesting. Tell me more.
Leicester's goalkeeper, Mads Hermansen, pulled off an absolutely incredible save,
Oh,
denying Nicolas Dominguez from close range.
oh wow.
It was a reflex save, almost instinctive, that reminded commentators of the legendary Peter Schmeichel.
That's high praise.
It was.
Yeah.
That save could have easily turned the tide of the match.
So at this point, we've got 2 evenly matched teams.
Yeah.
A frantic pace, incredible saves.
It was really exciting.
What happened next?
Well, that's when Chris Wood really took center stage.
Tell me everything.
It took him just 2 minutes into the second half to put Forest back in the lead.
Wow.
He found himself in the right place at the right time and finished clinically inside the box.
Right.
And then just 15 minutes later, he did it again.
He scored another goal. That's incredible.
Leicester's defense made a mistake, and Wood capitalized,
Yeah.
rising above everyone to head the ball home.
So 2 goals in the second half
Yeah,
completely changed the momentum of the game.
completely.
It sounds like Forest really turned up the heat in the second half.
Yeah.
Was it all down to Wood, or were there other factors at play?
Well, while Wood's goals were crucial, it was actually a tactical adjustment by Nuno at halftime
Okay.
that shifted the balance of power.
Right.
He made some subtle changes to disrupt Leicester's midfield and win back possession more effectively.
So it wasn't just about individual brilliance,
No.
but also about smart tactical maneuvering.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Nuno recognized what wasn't working and tweaked his strategy accordingly.
Yeah.
And these adjustments paid off handsomely.
Good.
Forest dominated the midfield in the second half, which allowed them to launch those dangerous counterattacks they're becoming known for.
And with players like Brennan Johnson and Morgan Gibbs-White,
Yeah.
who are incredibly quick and skillful,
Yeah.
those counterattacks can be deadly.
Absolutely. They've got the pace to exploit any space left behind by the opposition.
Right.
And Wood's positioning in the box makes him the perfect target for their crosses.
It's like a perfectly coordinated machine, with each part working in sync to create a devastating attack.
That's a great way to put it.
Mhm.
But it wasn't just about Forest's attack.
Right.
Their defense has also seen a significant improvement this season.
I've noticed that too.
Yeah.
They've been much tighter at the back compared to last season.
Uh-huh.
What's changed?
Well, Nuno has brought in some experienced defenders, like Willy Bowley and Musa Niakate, who have added stability and leadership to the back line.
So it's a combination of tactical discipline and the right personnel.
Exactly. You need the right players to execute the game plan objectively.
Right.
Nuno has also instilled a greater sense of organization within the team.
Okay.
They're defending as a unit, pressing together, and tracking back with intensity.
And this collective effort is making life much harder for their opponents.
Absolutely. They're not the same leaky defense they were last season.
Right.
They've become much tougher to break down, which gives them a solid platform to build from.
It's amazing how interconnected all these elements are.
Yeah.
Individual brilliance, tactical adjustments, defensive solidity.
Yeah.
They all come together to create a winning formula.
Exactly. Football is a complex sport,
Yeah.
and success is rarely achieved through one single factor. It's about finding the right balance,
Right.
the right blend of individual talent and collective cohesion.
And it seems Forest, under Nuno's guidance, are starting to find that sweet spot.
Their impressive start to the season, sitting 5th in the Premier League table,
Wow.
a point off the top 4,
Ooh,
is a testament to that.
It's a remarkable turnaround from last season's struggles.
It is. They've transformed themselves from relegation candidates to genuine contenders for a European spot.
That's got to be exciting for the fans.
You can bet it is. The atmosphere at the City Ground must be electric right now.
So, looking at the bigger picture,
Yeah.
what does this victory over Leicester, coupled with their strong start to the season,
Uh-huh.
tell us about the current state of Nottingham Forest?
I think it shows they're a completely different team compared to last season. They've evolved, matured,
Right.
and developed a winning mentality.
They were playing with confidence, purpose,
Yeah,
and a clear understanding of Nuno's tactical vision.
precisely. They're not just grinding out wins.
Right.
They're playing attractive, attacking football, scoring goals,
Yeah.
and keeping clean sheets.
It's a complete transformation.
It is. They're the surprise package of the season so far, and their continued progress will be fascinating to watch.
We've covered a lot of ground today, from the tactical nuances of the match to the broader implications of Forest's impressive start to the season.
Yeah, it's been a really interesting one.
Is there anything else you'd like to highlight before we wrap up this deep dive?
I think this match perfectly illustrates the importance of adaptability and constant improvement.
Go.
Nottingham Forest didn't just rest on their laurels after achieving promotion.
Right.
They embraced change, adapted to the Premier League's demands, and continuously sought ways to get better.
That's a valuable lesson that applies not just to football, but to life in general.
Absolutely. The ability to adapt, learn, and evolve is essential for success in any field.
Yeah.
But beyond that, this match also serves as a reminder of the unpredictable nature of the Premier League.
You're right. It's a league where any team on any given day can upset the established order.
And that's what makes it so captivating.
Yeah, for sure.
We're seeing a team like Nottingham Forest, who were fighting relegation last season, now challenging for a top 6 spot.
Right.
It shows that with the right approach, anything is possible.
It's a testament to the competitive spirit of the league and a reminder that we should never underestimate the underdogs.
Exactly. There's always a story waiting to unfold, a surprise lurking around the corner.
Yeah.
And that's what keeps us coming back for more.
Well said. And on that note, I'd like to thank you, our expert, for your fantastic insights and analysis.
Oh, thank you.
It's been a pleasure dissecting this match with you.
The pleasure was all mine.
And to you, our listener, we hope this deep dive into Nottingham Forest's victory has given you a new appreciation for their remarkable journey so far.
They've been great.
They've truly defied expectations, and their story reminds us that in football, as in life,
Yeah,
resilience and adaptability can lead to incredible results.
absolutely.
Before we wrap up, is there a single thought you'd like our listeners to walk away with?
I think it would be this. Don't underestimate the power of tactical flexibility.
Okay.
Nino's halftime adjustments proved to be a turning point in the match, allowing Forest to take control and secure the win.
It goes to show that even the smallest changes can have a huge impact on the game.
Exactly. And it's not just about making changes for the sake of it. It's about understanding the flow of the game,
Yeah.
recognizing what's working and what's not, and adapting your strategy accordingly.
It's like a chess match, where you constantly need to be thinking a few moves ahead, anticipating your opponent's next play.
That's a great analogy.
Well, we've certainly uncovered some fascinating insights into this match and the broader narrative surrounding Nottingham Forest's impressive season so far.
Yeah, it has been a really good deep dive.
Absolutely. And to our listener, we hope you've enjoyed this deep dive into the world of Premier League football.
Hope so.
Remember to like and subscribe for more deep dives into fascinating topics like this one.
Yeah, hit that button.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep diving deep.